Unexpected visitors, the Johnsons' alien house guests. The Johnson family's peaceful Saturday morning routine was shattered by a deafening boom that rattled the windows of their suburban home. Tom Johnson, a 45-year-old high school science teacher, nearly spilled his coffee as he rushed to the backyard, his wife Lisa and teenage daughter Emma close behind. What they saw defied explanation. A gleaming silver craft about the size of a school bus had crash-landed in their meticulously manicured lawn, leaving a trail of scorched grass and upturned soil in its wake. As the family stood frozen in disbelief, a hatch on the side of the craft hissed open, releasing a cloud of sweet-smelling lavender mist. "Dad, is this for real?" Emma whispered, her eyes wide with a mixture of fear and excitement. Before Tom could answer, 3 figures emerged from the mist. They were unmistakably alien, each standing about 7 feet tall, with slender, iridescent bodies that seemed to shimmer in the morning sunlight. Their heads were oval-shaped, adorned with what looked like delicate, translucent fins that pulsed with bioluminescent light. 4 arms extended from their torsos, each ending in 3 long, graceful fingers. The lead alien stepped forward, its movements fluid and almost hypnotic. When it spoke, the sound seemed to come from all around them, a melodious series of clicks and whistles that somehow coalesced into understandable English. "Greetings, Earth-dwellers. We come in peace and humbly request your assistance." Tom, always the educator, found himself automatically slipping into teacher mode despite the extraordinary circumstances. "Welcome to Earth," he said, his voice only slightly shaky. "I'm Tom Johnson. This is my wife Lisa and our daughter Emma. May we ask who you are and where you're from?" The alien's fin-like appendages rippled, creating a mesmerizing light show. "We are the Zorax, from a planet he would call Kepler 186f. I am Zyle, the pilot of our unfortunate vessel. With me are Vex, our scientist, and Lumi, our cultural expert." Lisa, ever the practical one, stepped forward. "Are you hurt? Do you need medical attention?" Vex, the alien scientist, emitted a series of rapid clicks that their universal translator rendered as laughter. "Your concern is appreciated, but our physiology is quite resilient. However, our ship has suffered significant damage. We estimate repairs will take approximately 1 of your Earth weeks." Emma, her initial fear giving way to curiosity, blurted out, "You mean you're staying here? With us?" The aliens exchanged glances, their fins pulsing in what seemed to be a non-verbal form of communication. Lumi, the cultural expert, addressed Emma directly. "If it would not impose too greatly on your family unit, yes. We would be most grateful for your hospitality while we conduct repairs." Tom and Lisa shared a look of their own, equal parts excitement, trepidation, and utter disbelief. This was the stuff of science fiction, yet here they were, about to become hosts to actual extraterrestrial visitors. "Of course you can stay," Tom said, making a split-second decision that would change their lives forever. "We have a guest room, though it might be a bit small for you." As the Johnsons led their unexpected guests into the house, the neighborhood began to stir. Curtains twitched and shocked faces peered out of windows. In the distance, sirens could be heard approaching. "We should probably call the authorities," Lisa muttered, reaching for her phone. Zill's fins flashed an alarming shade of red. "Please, we must request discretion. Our presence here is unofficial. We were on a routine observation mission when we encountered an anomaly in your planet's magnetic field. It damaged our systems and forced us to land." Tom frowned. "You mean you've been watching us? For how long?" Vex chittered excitedly. "Oh, we've been studying Earth for centuries. Your species' rapid technological advancement is quite remarkable. However, our policy of non-interference has prevented direct contact until now." As they entered the living room, the full absurdity of the situation hit them. The aliens had to duck to avoid the ceiling fan, their willowy bodies looking comically out of place among the cozy, Earth-style furnishings. Emma, always quick with her smartphone, raced it to take a picture. But Lumi gently lowered her hand with one of its long fingers. We would prefer not to be documented, young one. Our presence must remain a secret for now. The sound of car doors slamming outside made them all jump. Tom peeked through the curtains to see their neighbors, the Smiths, approaching the front door with concerned looks on their faces. "Quick," Lisa hissed, into the basement. As they hurried their alien guests down the stairs, Emma couldn't help but giggle at the absurdity of it all. "Mom, Dad," she whispered, "I think this is going to be the weirdest week of our lives." Little did they know, it was only the beginning. The next few hours were a whirlwind of activity. While Lisa distracted the neighbors with a hastily concocted story about a failed science experiment in the backyard, technically not a lie, Tom and Emma worked to make the basement habitable for their otherworldly guests. The Zorax, despite their advanced technology, seemed fascinated by the most mundane human objects. Vex was particularly enthralled by a lava lamp, spending a full 10 minutes watching the wax blobs rise and fall. "The simplicity yet hypnotic nature of this device is remarkable," Vex mused. "Tell me, is this some form of meditation aid?" Tom chuckled. "Not exactly. It's just a decoration, really. Popular in the 1970s. As they settled in, the cultural differences became increasingly apparent and hilarious. Lumi, attempting to sit on a couch, misjudged its softness and sank so deep into the cushions that they needed Tom and Emma's help to extract the alien. "Our apologies," Lumi said, fins flushing a deep purple that they assumed indicated embarrassment. "On our world, seating is typically firmer and less enveloping." Emma couldn't contain her laughter. "Don't worry, Lumi. That couch has swallowed plenty of humans too." As night fell, a new challenge presented itself, feeding their guests. The Zorax were polite but utterly baffled by human cuisine. "You derive sustenance from solid matter?" Zyle asked, poking at a slice of pizza with a long finger. "How primitive." Lisa, slightly offended, raised an eyebrow. "Well, what do you eat then?" Vex produced a small glowing cube from a compartment in their suit. "We absorb energy directly. This nutrient matrix contains all we need for several of your Earth weeks." Emma's eyes widened. "Cool. Can I try it?" "Absolutely not," Tom and Lisa said in unison, causing the aliens to emit their clicking laughter once again. As they prepared for bed, a new problem arose. The Zorax didn't sleep, at least not in the way humans did. Instead, they entered a meditative state for a few hours each day, hovering a few inches off the ground. "Perhaps we could use this time to observe your nocturnal habits," Lumi suggested, apparently oblivious to the uncomfortable looks the Johnsons exchanged. "That's not necessary," Lisa said quickly. "Why don't you use the time to work on repairing your ship?" The aliens agreed, and the family retreated to their bedrooms, each lost in thought about the incredible turn their lives had taken. In her room, Emma furiously scribbled in her diary, trying to capture every detail of this extraordinary day. Tom and Lisa lay awake, discussing in whispers the potential consequences of their decision to harbor the aliens. "What if the government finds out?" Lisa worried. "We could be in serious trouble." Tom sighed. "I know. But think about it, Lisa. We're the first humans to have peaceful contact with an alien species. This could change everything: science, technology, our understanding of the universe." As they drifted off to sleep, the gentle hum of alien technology working to repair the damaged ship provided an otherworldly lullaby. Little did the Johnsons know, their decision to help the Zorax would have far-reaching consequences, not just for their family, but for the entire human race. As they slept, high above the earth, other eyes were watching. Eyes that did not share the Zorax's peaceful intentions. The adventure had only just begun, and the Johnsons were about to find themselves at the center of a cosmic drama that would test the limits of human ingenuity, courage, and the power of understanding across the vastness of space. Cultural clashes and comedic misunderstandings. The Johnsons woke to the smell of something burning and a cacophony of alien clicks and whistles. They rushed downstairs to find their kitchen in chaos. Zil, Vex, and Lumi were attempting to make breakfast, but their interpretation of human cooking was far from accurate. "Good morning, Earth friends," Sil chirped, waving all four arms excitedly. One hand held a whisk that was spinning at an impossible speed, splattering pancake batter across the ceiling. "We accessed your internet and found instructions for a traditional morning meal," Vex explained, pointing to Emma's smartphone propped up on the counter, displaying a cooking video. Lisa stifled a laugh as she surveyed the disaster zone that was once her pristine kitchen. "That's very thoughtful of you, but maybe we should cook together. Cultural exchange and all that." As they cleaned up and started breakfast anew, the aliens peppered the family with questions about Earth customs. Their misunderstandings led to hilarious situations that would have gone viral if they could have been recorded. "So, this toast is a ritual where you burn bread to appease your fire gods?" Lumi asked, holding up a charred slice. Emma snorted milk out of her nose, causing the aliens to recoil in alarm. "Are you malfunctioning? Is this how humans expel excess fluids?" Vex asked, fascinated and horrified. Tom, ever the teacher, saw an opportunity. "Why don't we make this a learning experience for everyone? We'll teach you about Earth, and you can teach us about your world." The aliens agreed enthusiastically, their fin-like appendages glowing with excitement. Throughout the day, the cultural exchange led to a series of uproarious misunderstandings. The toilet incident. When shown the bathroom, the aliens were perplexed by the toilet. "Ah, your personal matter teleporter," Zil nodded sagely. "Very efficient way to dispose of waste by sending it to another dimension." The Johnsons exchanged glances, unsure how to explain plumbing without shattering the aliens' high-tech expectations. The lawnmower misunderstanding. As Tom mowed the lawn to cover up the spacecraft's landing marks, the aliens watched in horror. "You're torturing your ground fur," Looney exclaimed. "We had no idea humans were so cruel to their planet's epidermis." It took an hour to explain the concept of grass maintenance, during which the aliens looked increasingly skeptical of human intelligence. The great pet debate. When the family cat, Whiskers, sauntered into the living room, the aliens reacted with a mixture of awe and confusion. "You've domesticated a predator," Vex marveled. "Is it your security system, your pre-meal hunter?" Emma tried to explain the concept of pets, but the aliens struggled to grasp keeping an animal purely for companionship. This led to a deep discussion about the nature of interspecies relationships that left everyone's head spinning. The selfie saga. Emma, forgetting the aliens' aversion to being photographed, instinctively tried to take a selfie with them. The Zorax, misunderstanding the concept, believed the smartphone was a weapon. "It's extracting our souls," Sil cried, diving behind the sofa. Explaining social media to beings who communicated primarily through bioluminescence and telepathy proved to be an exercise in futility. The dance disaster. Attempting to introduce the aliens to human culture, Emma suggested a dance lesson. The Zorax, with their multiple limbs and fluid movements, turned the simple act of doing the Macarena into a spectacular, furniture-destroying event that looked more like a multi-armed windmill gone haywire. As the day progressed, the Johnsons found themselves not just teaching, but learning. The aliens' perspective on human life made them question their own assumptions about their daily routines and beliefs. "You mean you can't change the color of your skin at will to express emotions?" Looney asked, their own skin shifting through a rainbow of hues. "How do you convey complex feelings?" "We use words, facial expressions, and body language," Lisa explained. The aliens exchanged looks of pity. "How limiting," Vex said. "No wonder your species has so many conflicts." This observation led to a deep discussion about human emotions, communication, and conflict resolution. The Johnsons were surprised to find themselves re-evaluating their own interpersonal relationships in light of the aliens' insights. As night fell, the family and their extraterrestrial guests gathered in the living room, each group fascinated by the other's stories. The Zorax told tales of cosmic wonders, binary star systems where day and night were concepts that changed by the hour, planets with rings so vast they filled the entire sky, and nebulae that sang with electromagnetic harmonies. In return, the Johnsons shared the rich tapestry of human mythology, history, and scientific achievements. The aliens were particularly impressed by humanity's rapid technological advancement. Your species went from horse-drawn carriages to space exploration in just over a century, Zill marveled. That's unprecedented in our records of developing civilizations. Tom beamed with pride. Humans are incredibly adaptable and innovative. When we set our minds to something, we usually find a way to make it happen. As the conversation deepened, Emma asked the question that had been on everyone's mind. Why are you really here? I mean, why Earth? The aliens grew quiet, their bioluminescent displays dimming. Finally, Louis spoke. Your planet is at a crucial juncture. Your technological growth is outpacing your spiritual and ethical development. We've seen this pattern before, and it often leads to unfortunate outcomes. A chill ran down the Johnsons' spines. What kind of outcomes? Lissa asked, her voice barely a whisper. Before the aliens could answer, a blinding light flooded the room from outside, accompanied by a low, pulsing hum that made their teeth rattle. Oh no, Zill breathed, all four hands clenching in alarm. They found us. Who's found you? Tom demanded, but deep down he already knew the answer. The Zorax's fins flashed in patterns of deep red and purple, colors the Johnsons had come to associate with fear and urgency. The Harvesters, Vex said grimly. They're the reason we've been observing your planet. We've been trying to prepare you, to help your species reach a level where you can defend yourselves. Defend ourselves against what? Emma asked, her voice shaking. Lumi turned to the window, where the silhouette of a massive ship could be seen descending from the clouds. Against them, the Harvesters don't seek understanding or coexistence. They seek only to exploit and consume. And Earth, with all its resources and burgeoning technology, has become their next target. The Johnsons stood in shocked silence as the reality of their situation sank in. Their week of comedic cultural clashes has suddenly turned into something far more serious. Humanity's first contact with alien life wasn't just about understanding a new culture, it was about the very survival of their species. As the Harvester ship loomed ever closer, the Johnsons realized that their simple act of kindness in helping the Zorax might have unknowingly thrust them into the center of an interstellar conflict. The fate of Earth now rested in the hands of one suburban family and their unlikely alien allies. The light outside intensified, and the hum grew to a deafening roar. The adventure that had begun with a crash in their backyard was about to explode into a battle for the very future of humanity. The Johnsons exchanged determined looks. They had adapted to living with aliens. Now they would need to adapt to saving the world. Little did they know, their greatest challenges, and humanity's finest hour, were yet to come. Threat from the stars, uniting against a common enemy. As the Harvester ship descended upon the Johnsons' suburban neighborhood, chaos erupted. The once quiet streets filled with panicked residents, their confusion amplified by the otherworldly hum emanating from the massive craft above. We need to act fast, Zell announced, their bioluminescent fins pulsing with urgency. The Harvesters will begin their extraction process soon. Tom, his teacher instincts kicking in, took charge. All right, everyone, we need a plan. Zell, what exactly are we up against? The aliens' forearms gesticulated wildly as they explained. The Harvesters are a scourge across the galaxy. They seek out developing worlds rich in resources and technology, then strip them bare. Your planet's rapid advancement has made you a prime target. Emma, her fingers flying across her smartphone, looked up with a mix of fear and determination. Dad, this is going viral. #alien invasion is trending worldwide. Good, Lisa said, surprising everyone. We'll need all the help we can get. As if on cue, the Johnsons' doorbell rang. Outside stood a motley crew of neighbors, each clutching makeshift weapons and looking terrified but resolute. We saw the spaceship, old Mrs. Rodriguez from next door said, brandishing a rolling pin. "We're here to help." Tom grinned. "Perfect timing. We're going to need everyone's skills to face this threat." What unfolded next was a scene straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, but with a uniquely human twist. The suburban cul-de-sac transformed into an impromptu war room, with the Zorax providing intel and the humans brainstorming wildly creative solutions. Mr. Lee, a retired engineer, suggested repurposing the neighborhood's satellite dishes to disrupt the harvesters' communications. "If we can't talk to each other, we can't fight effectively," he reasoned. Teenage skateboarding champion Joey proposed using his drone to scout the harvester ship's weak points. "I've been flying this thing through impossible gaps for years. Alien tech can't be that different, right?" Even Whiskers the cat played a role, with Vex realizing that feline hearing could detect subtle changes in the harvester's energy frequencies. As the group worked feverishly to prepare their defenses, Emma's social media campaign gained momentum. #HumanityUnited began trending globally, with people from all walks of life sharing ideas and rallying support. The harvesters, expecting an easy conquest, were met instead with a dizzying array of human ingenuity. The Great Wi-Fi Offensive, hackers worldwide, coordinated through Emma's viral posts, launched a massive DDoS attack on the harvesters' systems using repurposed home routers. Operation Lawnmower Mayhem. Suburbanites across the globe reprogrammed their robotic lawnmowers into a swarm of ground-based attackers, confusing and damaging the harvesters' landing gear. The Sourdough Gambit. An army of quarantine bakers used their skills to create a highly corrosive dough that, when launched via makeshift catapults, gummed up the harvester's external sensors. Smoothie Squad Strike Force. Fitness enthusiasts repurposed their high-powered blenders to create a deafening sonic weapon, disorienting the harvester troops. The Great Cardboard Fort. Inspired by children's playground structures, engineers designed rapidly deployable, surprisingly effective shelters using recycled Amazon boxes. As the battle raged, the Johnsons found themselves at the heart of the resistance. Tom's science knowledge, combined with Zill's alien tech insights, led to breakthroughs in understanding and countering harvester technology. Lisa's organizational skills proved crucial in coordinating the global response. Emma's social media savvy kept morale high and information flowing. The Zorax watched in awe as humanity's fractious nations set aside their differences to face the common threat. "We've never seen anything like this," Lumi marveled. "Your species' ability to adapt and unite is unprecedented." But the harvesters were formidable foes. As night fell, their troops began to gain ground. The Johnsons' neighborhood, once the epicenter of resistance, now stood as the last line of defense. In the darkest hour, when all seemed lost, Vex made a startling discovery. The harvester's shield technology, it's vulnerable to a specific frequency. A frequency your species produces naturally. "What frequency?" Tom asked, hope rekindling in his eyes. Vex's fins glowed with excitement. "Laughter. The vibration of human laughter disrupts their energy fields." And so, in humanity's most desperate moment, they turned to their most unique weapon, humor. Stand-up comedians live-streamed their acts to the front lines. Meme creators worked overtime, flooding the internet with harvester-themed jokes. Even in the face of annihilation, humans found reasons to laugh. The effect was immediate and astonishing. Harvester shields flickered and failed. Their troops, confronted with the incomprehensible sound of human joy in the face of defeat, fell into disarray. As dawn broke, the massive harvester ship retreated, leaving Earth's atmosphere in a spectacular display of light and sound. Cheers erupted across the globe, a cacophony of celebration in every language. In the Johnsons' battered living room, humans and Zorax alike collapsed in exhaustion and relief. "We did it," Emma breathed, hardly believing it herself. Zill nodded, their fins glowing with admiration. No, young one. You did it. We merely provided information. It was humanity's spirit, creativity, and inexplicable ability to find humor in the darkest moments that won this day. As news helicopters circled overhead and government vehicles approached, the Johnsons realized their lives would never be the same. They had not only made first contact, but had spearheaded humanity's defense against an interstellar threat. So, Tom said, looking at his family and their alien friends, "What do we do now?" Lisa smiled, taking his hand. "We do what humans do best. We adapt, we learn, and we prepare for whatever the universe throws at us next." As the sun rose on a changed Earth, humanity stood united, having discovered its greatest strength lay not in technology or weapons, but in the indomitable spirit of cooperation, creativity, and the ability to laugh in the face of adversity. The Johnsons, once an ordinary suburban family, now stood at the forefront of a new era of human history, an era where the stars were no longer distant points of light, but a frontier filled with both wonders and challenges, and humanity, led by the unlikeliest of heroes, was ready to face it all. Humanity's finest hour, ingenuity in the face of invasion. In the aftermath of the Harvester's retreat, Earth buzzed with a newfound sense of unity and purpose. The Johnson family, along with their Zorax allies, found themselves thrust into the global spotlight as unlikely heroes of humanity's first interstellar conflict. As governments worldwide scrambled to address the new reality of alien life, a grassroots movement emerged, spearheaded by Emma's viral hashtag #EarthUnited. This movement emphasized the power of human creativity and collaboration that had saved the planet. The Johnsons' suburban home became ground zero for a unique experiment in human-alien cooperation. Scientists, engineers, and innovators from around the world flocked to their once quiet neighborhood, turning it into a hub of interstellar innovation. "Welcome to the Backyard Space Program," Tom announced to a crowd of eager volunteers, standing next to a makeshift command center cobbled together from garden sheds and repurposed barbecue grills. The next few weeks saw an explosion of ingenuity that would reshape human technology. The main-powered shield. Building on the discovery that laughter disrupted harvester shields, a team of comedians and quantum physicists developed a planetary defense system powered by the vibrations of global mirth. Orbital satellites now broadcast a constant stream of cat videos and dad jokes as Earth's first line of defense. Pseudo starships. The corrosive properties of weaponized pseudo led to breakthroughs in organic computing. Bakers and computer scientists collaborated to create the world's first biotech supercomputer, affectionately named the Yeast Beast. Smoothie propulsion systems. The high-powered blenders that once made protein shakes were redesigned into microfusion reactors, promising to revolutionize space travel. From Kayla to Kepler in 60 seconds flat became the project's catchy slogan. Lawnmower Lunar Rovers. The humble robotic lawnmower, hero of the ground assault against the harvesters, was upgraded for space exploration. NASA announced plans for the first grass-fed Galileo mission to mow the lunar surface into a giant welcome message for friendly aliens. Cardboard quantum computers, recycled Amazon boxes, combined with principles of quantum entanglement, led to the development of flat-pack supercomputers. Schrödinger's prime delivery promised computing power that both arrived tomorrow and 2 days from now simultaneously. As these innovations took shape, the Zorax watched in amazement. "Your species continues to defy our understanding," Lumi marveled, their fins flickering with a mix of colors the Johnsons now recognized as awe and confusion. "That's kind of our thing," Emma grinned, live-streaming the aliens' reaction to her millions of new followers. Humanity, confusing aliens and saving the world, one weird invention at a time. But amidst the whirlwind of progress, a new challenge emerged. The United Nations, recognizing the need for a unified Earth in the face of potential future threats, proposed the formation of a global government. The initiative, dubbed One Earth, One People, sparked heated debates worldwide. The Johnsons once again found themselves at the center of the storm. Their living room, still bearing scorch marks from the battle, became the unlikely setting for diplomatic negotiations between world leaders. "We need to think bigger," Lisa argued during one particularly tense session. "We're not just citizens of our countries anymore. We're citizens of Earth, and beyond that, citizens of the galaxy." Her words, broadcast globally, resonated with millions. The hashtag Galactic Citizens trended worldwide, accompanied by a flood of user-generated content imagining Earth's place in a larger cosmic community. Meanwhile, Tom and Vex led a team of scientists in developing a revolutionary universal translation device inspired by the Zorax's bioluminescent communication. "Imagine a world where language barriers don't exist," Tom explained to a captivated audience. "Where ideas can flow as freely between nations as they do between synapses in our brains." The project, dubbed Babelfish 2.0 in honor of Douglas Adams, promised to usher in a new era of global understanding. Early tests allowed humans to comprehend not just each other's languages, but also the subtle nuances of Zorax bioluminescence and even animal communications. As Earth took its first steps towards a truly unified global society, the Zorax made an unprecedented offer. "We would like to formally invite Earth to join the Galactic Council," Zell announced in a worldwide broadcast. "Your species has demonstrated a unique ability to innovate, adapt, and unite in the face of overwhelming odds. The galaxy could benefit from your perspective." The invitation sparked a planetary referendum, with humans everywhere debating the pros and cons of joining a larger galactic community. The Johnsons' backyard, now expanded to include several neighboring properties, served as a testing ground for a new form of direct democracy. Holographic town halls allowed citizens from every corner of the globe to participate in real-time discussions about Earth's future. As the vote approached, Emma worked tirelessly to ensure every voice was heard. Her efforts led to the creation of the first Global Youth Council, giving the next generation a say in the planet's interstellar future. The day of the vote arrived, and the world held its breath. The Johnsons gathered in their living room, surrounded by screens displaying live feeds from around the globe. As the final tallies came in, a cheer erupted that seemed to shake the very stars. Earth had voted overwhelmingly to join the Galactic Council. As celebrations erupted worldwide, the Johnsons shared a quiet moment of reflection. "You know," Tom said, looking at his family and their alien friends, "a week ago, our biggest concern was whether to repaint the garage." Lisa laughed, a sound now recognized across the galaxy as a force capable of disrupting invasion fleets. "And now we're helping to shape the future of our species among the stars." Not bad for a suburban family on a Tuesday. Zoil, their fins glowing with warm hues of friendship and respect, raised all four hands in a gesture the Johnsons had come to recognize as profound gratitude. "Your family, and by extension your species, has shown us that the true measure of advancement isn't technology or military might. It's the ability to come together, to find joy and creativity even in the darkest moments, and to reimagine what's possible." As night fell, the Johnson family stepped out into their backyard, now a bustling hub of interstellar cooperation. Above them, the stars twinkled with new promise. Each point of light no longer represented distant, unreachable worlds, but potential new friends, adventures, and discoveries. Emma, her eyes reflecting the starlight, smiled. "You know, I always dreamed of changing the world. I just never imagined it would involve alien houseguests, weaponized baked goods, and turning our entire planet into a giant meme generator." The family laughed together, their joy joining the cosmic broadcast that now served as Earth's shield. As their laughter echoed into the night sky, it carried with it a message to the universe. Humanity was ready for whatever wonders and challenges awaited among the stars. And it all began with an unexpected crash landing in a suburban backyard, proving once again that in the vast cosmic story, every chapter starts with a single, often ordinary moment, a new era of interstellar relations. The dawn of Earth's membership in the Galactic Council brought with it a whirlwind of changes that would have seemed like pure science fiction just months ago. The Johnson family, now household names across the planet and beyond, found themselves at the forefront of humanity's cosmic debut. Earth's Got Talent, Galactic Edition, became the most watched show across 17 star systems. Contestants showcased uniquely human skills, from parkour in variable gravity environments to extreme ironing on the surfaces of gas giants. The Johnsons served as judges, with Emma's snarky comments becoming the stuff of intergalactic memes. Meanwhile, Tom and Lisa spearheaded Operation Cosmic Curriculum, a revolutionary education initiative designed to prepare the next generation for life as galactic citizens. Virtual reality field trips to alien worlds became a regular part of school schedules, with students debating the ethics of prime directives over lunch. But it wasn't all smooth sailing in the cosmic sea. Humanity's penchant for the absurd often clashed with the more serious demeanor of other galactic species. This came to a head during the first Intergalactic Olympic Games, hosted on a neutral space station orbiting Alpha Centauri. The human delegation, led by the Johnsons, arrived ready to showcase Earth's finest athletic achievements. What they didn't expect was the cultural shock their sports would cause. Synchronized swimming in zero-G. What started as a beautiful display of human grace quickly turned into a chaotic game of cosmic pinball as the swimmers struggled with the lack of water resistance. The Zoax commentators described it as either a brilliant satire on the futility of existence or a horrifying glimpse into human madness. Extreme ironing biathlon, combining Earth's love for bizarre sports with practical skills, contestants raced across the station while pressing formal wear with gravity-defying precision. The Vulperian delegation was so impressed they immediately adopted it as a religious ritual. Meme martial arts, a hybrid sport born from Earth's digital culture and combat traditions. Competitors faced off in physical combat while simultaneously creating and spreading viral content. The final match crashed the Galactic Council's central communications network as billions of beings across the cosmos shared pictures of Grumpy Cat in space. Interpretive Quantum Dance, a performance art piece that attempted to explain string theory through the medium of interpersonal movement. It left most alien species utterly baffled, but sparked a renaissance in theoretical physics research. Competitive gardening. What started as a quaint showcase of Earth's flora turned into an interstellar incident when a genetically modified Venus flytrap developed sentience and attempted to claim asylum. As clips of these events spread across the Galactic Information Network, Earth quickly gained a reputation as the galaxy's wild card. Some species found humans endlessly entertaining, while others viewed them with a mixture of fear and confusion. The Galactic Council convened an emergency session to discuss the human situation. The Johnsons were called to testify, tasked with explaining humanity to a panel of bewildered alien representatives. "Look," Emma said, addressing the council with the casual confidence that had made her a galactic social media sensation, "humans are weird. We know it. We embrace it. But our weirdness is our strength. We think outside the box because half the time, we don't even realize there is a box." Her words, translated into over 1,000 alien languages and dialects, sparked a wave of understanding and curiosity across the cosmos. #JambraSethiWord became a rallying cry for species across the galaxy, encouraging creative problem-solving and cultural exchange. This newfound appreciation for Earth's unique perspective led to some groundbreaking interstellar collaborations. The Galactic Potluck Initiative, a massive cultural exchange program where recipes from across the cosmos were shared and adapted. Earth's contribution of the turducken, a chicken stuffed inside a duck stuffed inside a turkey, was hailed as either culinary genius or a war crime, depending on the species. Quantum meme theory, a revolutionary field of study combining quantum mechanics with the viral nature of Earth's internet culture. Researchers discovered that certain memes, when observed, could actually alter the fundamental properties of subatomic particles. The Interstellar Arts Collective, Earth's abstract expressionists teamed up with telepathic gas-based lifeforms to create multi-dimensional artworks that could be experienced differently across various planes of existence. The Universal Comedy Tour. Earth's stand-up comedians embarked on a galaxy-wide tour, their humor translated and adapted for thousands of alien cultures. The tour's slogan, "Laughter, the ultimate universal constant," became a touching reminder of how humanity had first repelled the Harvester invasion. Galactic Esports League. Earth's video game champions competed in massive multiplayer battles across real star systems, with entire planets serving as gaming arenas. The strategies developed in these games led to breakthroughs in actual space warfare tactics and diplomacy. As Earth settled into its role as the galaxy's lovable eccentric, the Johnsons found themselves reflecting on the incredible journey that had led them to this point. "You know," Tom mused one evening, as the family relaxed in their backyard-turned-intergalactic embassy, "I always told my students that science could take them to the stars. I just never imagined it would happen quite so literally." Lissa laughed, sipping a beverage that changed flavor based on her mood. A gift from a gaseous species grateful for Earth's introduction of the concept of mood rings. "And to think," she said, "it all started because we decided to help a few stranded aliens instead of calling the authorities." Zoil, who had become a permanent fixture in the Johnson household, rippled their fins in agreement. "Your family's kindness and open-mindedness set in motion a chain of events that has reshaped the galaxy. You are living proof of why we Zorax believed in humanity's potential." Emma, scrolling through her feed on the latest quantum-entangled smartphone, grinned. "Well, the galaxy better buckle up, because Earth's just getting started. I hear NASA's working on weaponizing dad jokes for the next generation of planetary defense systems." As laughter filled the air, joining the cosmic broadcast that now protected not just Earth, but countless worlds across the galaxy, the Johnsons knew that this was just the beginning. Humanity's adventure among the stars was only just beginning, and if their family's experience was anything to go by, it was going to be one wild, weird, and wonderful ride. The universe, vast and mysterious as it was, had no idea what it was in for. But with the spirit of innovation, the power of laughter, and the unstoppable force of human weirdness on their side, Earth was ready to face whatever came next. One meme, one potluck, and one completely bizarre sports competition at a time.